Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Collector Edition Blackhawk from, I think, DC Classic, if I'm not mistaken. That said, this is brought to us by the, we're gonna say, in this case, not so fine folks over at McFarlane Toys because, well, you notice he's missing a hand there. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not because I decided to turn him into a custom pirate and I have a hook I'm going to put in there. No, no, no. His hand decided to, well, we'll get into that. But first, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Blackhawk has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with the collectible trading card. Bio on the back. That's all fine and dandy. But we do have an alternate hairpiece. If you wanted to have him without his cool hat, don't know why you would, but you can. And then we also have some guns. We have a shotgun and I guess an AK of some kind. But there you go, you get those. This gun is kind of gummy too. I don't know if that's common or what, but I don't remember the other versions of that being quite so gummy. And then we also have Tommy's gun. Tommy's got a gun. It's a skinnier version of the Tommy gun. I think Spawn, the King Spawn, came with this. I don't know who else did, but got that. And then he also comes with a pistol, which is attached to his hand. You can see that there. Making sure this is actually on the screen. I can't see my other hand for some reason. There it is. Woo! So you get the pistol in the hand, and then you get the joint that broke when I tried to move the son of a bitch. So yeah, ball hinges are good when they're not crap, but I do prefer the joint to be in the hand. Thank you. So, needless to say, I had to hit up BBTS about this one. Thankfully, they were cool enough to just issue me a refund. I could just buy another one, or use the credit to buy something else, and buy another one locally. But at the end of the day, my Blackhawk has one hand, which I use the hairdryer on, and it does work. It does rotate as well. But I will tell you, these wrists were pretty stuck, so I would say get this figure, heat up the hands. Don't just crank yank on them, or you will break them. It's also got the Hockey Puck display stand we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases, and not for nothing, if I were to hollow this out, I could probably just have this held in there with a peg from a model sprue or something. As it stands, it does sit like that, kind of loosely, but it does sit in the arm. But yeah, it sucks. I don't like having to fix shit, but it is what it is. But as far as the rest of his articulation goes, his head's on a double ball peg. That works pretty well. Tilt side to side. Shoulders go up, down, whoop. Elbows work clearly. They can rotate all around. He does have the beautiful butterfly, I think. Yeah, there you go. Just a little stiff on him. That's what she said. Yeah, he's got that rotator thing, but A, I don't think there's a cap in there, and B, doesn't get a lot of range. He does have a bicep swivel. He's got a double jointed elbow, as you clearly saw. He's got no hand on this side. He's got diaphragm joint that is just like the tube with the ball joints in it. It does rotate and whatnot. That's all fine and dandy. Hips will kick out about this far. You could probably, oh no, it does have slits on it, so at least that side does. Now I guess you would have to cut this if you really wanted this to work, but he can kick with this leg at least. Nothing really to speak of in the thigh, double knee. That works okay. Then he does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker and a swivel and a toe hinge, which is pretty tight on both sides. So yeah, handless Hank here. Cool looking figure. I mean, he's very World War II looking, and I bet if you were good at customizing, you can make a badass Red Skull out of this guy. But that whole ball hinge wrist thing, they bury the joint in the sleeve. It's, you're kind of asking for it at that point. And so one thing I'm not going to miss about this company, trying to get to their joints. Some joints, they're just buried between a bit sculpt and junk and glue and just ugh. Say what you will about Mattel, but you know, when you mold stuff out of plastic and don't paint it and don't glue it and don't do all this crap, it's less stuff I have to free up. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old, or not so good old because he's freaking broken, Blackhawk alongside another World War II era character. We have good old Sergeant Rock, who's an awesome figure that I still think is kind of underrated. I don't know, I thought he was fun when he came out. And as you can see, he's a little bigger than our Blackhawk here. Actually, he's a lot bigger than Blackhawk. I think he might actually be taller than that Wonder Woman over there. Speaking of which, we also have the Golden Age Wonder Woman, because if I'm not mistaken, Blackhawk is the same base body as Steve Trevor, who I don't have, because I made him a freaking platinum chase, and, well, long story short, my area blows, never had him. That said, they've had umpteen Jay Garricks and Jessica Cruzes, so I guess, you know, count your blessings when you get them, but I'm not going to buy Jay Garrick for $30 and he doesn't come with anything. That's ridiculous. I'm content with the old version, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about this Wonder Woman compared to Blackhawk. Since Wonder Woman's an Amazon, I don't mind her being bigger than an average dude, but I do think that maybe she is a little too tall. I don't know. This is always a rather large body buck, and if they were to make a big Barda, I would not be surprised if they put it on this buck, because she would be bigger than Mr. Miracle, that's for sure. Getting these two out of the way. Bring in our two regulars. We've got the Mythic Legions, Brother Manipulith. There. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who is about neck and neck. This good old Blackhawk here. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the hand breaking on my particular figure, if I had any gripes with Mr. Blackhawk here, certainly not good old because you broke on me, you bitch. But if I had any gripes with this figure, it would probably be that he should have had two grip hands instead of just one. A, this pose would have been a little easier to do. And B, he's got a lot of guns. I mean, he's not packing as much heat as Deathstroke, I don't think, but it's pretty close. So it's odd to see that he only has the one trigger finger hand. In an era where a company like McFarlane Toys gives trigger finger hands to characters that don't need it, Zatanna, looking at you, stay tuned tomorrow for that video. It's odd to see a character that comes with as many guns as Blackhawk here only have one. And, of course, That's the one that broke on mine. So take that for what you will. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review, for better or for worse. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.